Some calls don't sound like cries for help. They sound like something waiting to be found. The road cut through the forest like a thin scar, quiet and forgotten, stretching miles beyond the last gas station Caleb Warren had passed nearly an hour ago, and the night had settled deep and heavy over the land. The kind of cold that pressed against the windows of his old pickup and crept through the seams like a memory that refused to leave, and beside him Rex sat upright, ears alert, amber eyes fixed on the darkness ahead, as if reading something written into the wind, and Caleb kept one hand loosely on the wheel, the other resting near the worn leather of the seat, his breathing steady but distant, like a man who had learned to exist without expecting much from the world anymore. The engine hummed low beneath them, tires rolling over cracked asphalt, until suddenly Rex shifted, not violently, not with panic, but with a quiet certainty that made Caleb glance over without thinking. And then the dog stood, placing both front paws against the dashboard, staring through the windshield, unmoving. And that was when Caleb saw it, a shape just beyond the edge of his headlights, barely visible, something metallic and still, half swallowed by weeds and time. And as the truck rolled closer, the outline sharpened into the rusted frame of an old transport vehicle sitting crooked off the shoulder, its tires long gone, its body leaning as if it had simply grown tired of standing, and Caleb would have kept driving. He had every reason to. Gas was low, money was lower, and nothing good ever came from stopping in places like this, but Rex let out a low sound. Not a bark, not quite a growl, something deeper, older, the kind of sound Caleb had heard only a handful of times before, and it carried a weight that made his foot ease off the gas without him deciding to do it. The truck slowed, then stopped, engine idling softly as the night pressed in around them, and for a moment neither of them moved. Caleb staring ahead, Rex completely still, and then the dog jumped. Down before the engine even cut, landing lightly on the gravel, and moving toward the vehicle with a focus that erased everything else, and Caleb sighed under his breath, reaching for his jacket because something in that silence told him he wasn't being asked, he was being led, and the air outside was sharp, biting through the fabric as he stepped down, boots crunching softly, the scent of cold metal and damp earth hanging low, and Rex was already there, circling the side of the transport, nose low, body tense but controlled, and then he stopped, just for a second, before lowering himself to the ground near the shadow beneath the chassis, and Caleb followed slower, his steps, careful, his mind already preparing for disappointment or trouble or nothing at all. But then he heard it, faint, uneven,